Welcome back to the Compressor Guru. Today we are going to be working on the Saylor Beall 9000 teardown. Is that right?
That's it.
Okay. All right, now here's the Compressor Guru.
Thank you, camera wife. We're leaving that in. We had a snag filming the other day, so we're just plowing through it today. Guys, this is a 9000. We're going to probably be rebuilding this. The customer sent it in. All it's wrong is rings. It was blown oil, and they've got a brand new one on. It's in a government facility. This is being rebuilt for a spare. So this is going to be our next rebuild series, and away we go. First thing you always do is take your pictures, and since we have no control lines on this, that's pretty simple. We do have the book on it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these out. These are your valve hold downs. So we're going to put our square drive socket on. I'm going to need a...
Is that a special socket?
Yes, I didn't have an impact socket for 1.5 inches. This is a square drive. This is a square socket. I'm going to tear one side down at a time today, just for demonstration, because the other side's identical, going right down through to the bottom of the cylinders. The camera wife got a new motorcycle. It's not new, but it's new to her.
New to me. And it looks like it's brand new.
It does. Now, I'm going to hang on to this while I pop this last bolt out. Still probably, nope, it came loose easy.
Okay. No gasket?
Yeah, there's gasket on it. This green stuff is the gasket.
Oh.
And to tell you the truth, kind of looks like they had a little bit of a leak here.
And that part of the gasket isn't on the other part of the machine?
It would go, let's see which way, that was the top side. And you can see where this didn't look like, it looked like it was getting some blow by pushing through. This might have been the heat, but it also doesn't look like it was sticking here like it was sticking there. Just interesting. When we're reassembling, we are going to point out then that there's some really nice stuff about this. But right now we're going to pull the intercooler off, this side, and then we're going to show you one of the nice things about this as opposed to a 15T. This makes about the same amount of CFM as a 15T does. But we're going to take and we're going to pop off our intercooler right now, and this is heavy. I could probably use a hand catching, but I don't have any help here.
You have a camera wife.
And interesting, we have evidence of oil leaking.
Where?
Look at the oil that is trapped in those cavities there. So there's something pretty cool about this, and you might as well like and subscribe, because I'm going to, by the way, I already loosened a couple of these. you might as well hit like and subscribe, because I'll tell you what's cool about the way this exhaust or discharge manifold is mounted, because it makes reassembly much easier. And you'll have to be here for the reassembly episode, so you might as well just subscribe.
Now, is this heavy? Yes. I was just checking. Sorry, I wasn't grabbing the cord.
Just a minute. Okay.
Yes, it's moderately heavy, camera wife. So our intercooler and our discharge manifold on this side are loose and gone. I'm going to pull out just to show you how easy some of these are to work on in the field. That's your valve hold down. And I'm not going to be able to get that out of there. That's your intake valve, and it's pretty well in there. There's your valve hold down. Now, interesting, this machine can be set up to run with an unloader that would go through here and disable the intake. When this was assembled, they put a little bit of Vaseline on this orange O-ring, and that Vaseline is still there all these years later. And let's see if that valve come right out. There's your low pressure suction valve. Came out real easy.
Can I see its other side?
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Looks very much like the discharge valves used on the 15T.
And that's what the other one has in it too that didn't come out easy.
Yeah, but it's smaller. It's the high pressure side.
Okay.
And if we got a 1/4 inch bolt, put it down in there, we could pull out on a bolt and lift these out the same way supposedly. For time's sake, I'm not going to do it. I am going to take and knock this head loose now. I'm going to take this bolt out, and I'm going to loosen this bolt, get it loose, and be ready to catch it when it comes off. Because of the weight of this, you really got to think everything out so you're not dropping stuff. Hey Val, you gonna ask if it's heavy?
Is it heavy?
Yes dear, it's heavy. We'll bump our valves out. And we're flying. Okay, zoom in right here. We good? So guys, we're going to tear the other part down. It's exactly the same as the first side. And I told the camera wife I'm only going to turn the camera on if there's something of interest. Right here, we have the same kind of, and I didn't notice it on this side, but there is oil carboned up right there that's leaking out the same. Well, see this crack's nice and clean? See this crack right here? We got that carboned up oil, and it's obviously been leaking here, just like this side looks like it would have been from the way the gasket was.
Right, so we're going to see that in the gasket. So what's the corner thing there that looks like it's broken?
This?
Yeah.
That's gasket.
Is it oh, okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, folks, we're going to tear this side down. We see anything of interest, we'll turn the camera back on, and then we'll be back with new stuff. So we're on the verge of pulling this other head, but when I pulled the valve cover, this was dark. We showed you the oil buildup here on the crease. This was dark like this side was. And the other thing, you can see the oil laying in the intercooler on the outside. I personally think this compressor wasn't putting it downstream, but it was at least leaking as much oil as it may have been putting in the air. Just like the other side, you can see where this gasket didn't leave any gasket residue like it had been leaking here, as the outside and that carbon suggests. This is the high pressure discharge valve from the right bank, and there is a lot of evidence of oil being cooked onto this valve, and I'm anxious to see the cylinder walls once we get them off and give them a good inspection. This is the intake from the same side, and it being this clean is telling me that the low pressure side is not the one with the oil going past it, but it's the high pressure side, because this is getting its air from the intercooler. So I would say the worst piston as far as rings and cylinder goes is the high pressure cylinder on this right bank. So the head, intercooler, manifold, everything's off the other side right to where it looks like this. I showed you the interesting stuff we found on the way. Now we're going to take the side covers off each side. We're going to take the connecting rods loose so that we can bring the cylinders down and with the pistons and get this to where we can almost handle the weight. Probably going to need a light to see in there.
Okay.
So we did a shortcut, not for me, but for you. I took all the bolts out of this cylinder except for one. It's still got a little bit in it. And we're going to knock his cylinder loose. I had just taken the connecting rod caps off of this set of cylinders, and we're going to get this loose and lay it down. And then we're going to take and show you the insides and the actual working on getting the rods off the other side. That bolt wasn't stuck. caps on so they stay on the right rods. That's the cap for this rod, I think. I know it's the cap for this rod. I think that's the correct way. We'll check it. And this is the cap.
For this one. I don't know how much you can see there.
And there's our low pressure piston. And the O-ring does look pretty well worn. Set that aside. There's our high pressure piston. And that oil ring does not look as badly worn. Can you see these lines going up and down this way?
Yes.
They are so deep, my fingernail catches them. So this cylinder is the same way. I can feel the gouges in the cylinder. So this is going to need a new cylinder in addition to the rings and whatever else we find.
So this whole piece is needed?
This whole piece, that whole cylinder is going to be needed. Folks, this is part one of the Saylor Beall 9000 teardown. I make no
All of that is part one?
All that's part one. Part two, we're going to pull the other cylinder, but we're going to tear the crankcase apart. And y'all know I got a real bad back, and a lot of arthritis. And even with a pain pill today, I'm done for the day. I hurt. Could I film tomorrow and make it all one? I actually could, but I have other work tomorrow. So, guys, this is part one. Part two, we're going to tear the crankcase apart, and we will show you the connecting rods coming apart on the side now that we have daylight into the crankcase. Like and subscribe. This is going to be a long series. This right now, if it only needs cylinders, it should rebuild. And we appreciate you. And we are looking at doing something special because we're coming up on our 200th episode. And if things work out right, we got something very special for number 200. Thank you. God bless you. Camera wife, you've been really quiet. What have you been doing while the cameras were off while I was working?
Well, I was trying to clean some things on my bike.
Your bike, did you get a new bike?
I did.
What'd you get?
I got an '04 Harley Electroglide Ultra,
Yeah.
which is very much like my '02 Harley Classic. Actually, almost exactly the same paint job too, so that it goes with my sidecar. But yeah.
But it has 60,000 less miles than your other bike.
Exactly, because, I plan on putting 60,000 miles on it in the next couple years.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll have to film ahead in order to get away.
Sure.
See you in part two. God bless. Bye.
Bye.